Being on a debt payoff journey while trying to feed a family of four, also trying to have some fun with my two littles in the summer, and on top of that, trying to sprinkle in some self care for myself in between is not easy. But guess what? It's real life. So let's jump into the video. Hey friends, welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and in this video, I'm going to allocate the money that you see in Ready to Assign, $1,782.50. We need to make this money stretch until my next payday. So let's talk about what has been happening since the month of August started. This is supposed to be a magic month, you guys, but I am not really feeling any kind of magic. And even though it's only the 11th day of the month has started out on a note that I'm not really happy with. So I can't complain much because we're still standing, but things has been tough since the month started. Now, I am supposed to be getting three paychecks from my full-time job, and if this is your first time here, I am employed full-time. I do get paid bi-weekly, but my hubby is self-employed. We have a small business. It's a mobile mechanic slash towing roadside service business. And even though we are getting a lot of clients and he's doing a lot of work, the payout from the customers is slow trickle. So I guess it's the economy. People are holding onto their money because we're not getting paid out as fast as we are performing the jobs. But it is what it is. We just have to do what we got to do and wait for them to pay out. So I'm hoping that by the end of this month, things can course correct and we can get back on a good foot where we are considering or we can actually feel the magic of this magic month for me, however. So let's talk about the overspending. There are 10 of them that I need to cover. I know that you see this right here. We have overspent in 10 categories, and this is why. Because I did receive one paycheck in the month of August or end of July to start out the month of August, that paycheck had to take care of the rent. So you see this big $2,500 here that they haven't pulled out just yet. That money is to take care of the rent, and my first paycheck took care of that with some rollover that came from the month of July. I haven't received any money into our joint checking account from Hubby just yet, so technically I'm only dealing with my money, my paycheck. So we had to float things on credit cards. So I'm going to jump over into the overspending so you guys see what has taken place since the month started. Like I mentioned to you guys, this is real life and I'm just putting it out there. I'm trying to encourage someone. I'm also trying to encourage myself while talking through it that we can make it through. So, one of my goals for 2025 is to get off the credit card float. And right now we are fully we are fully on the float because start of the month we did not have enough money to cover our expenses. So, what I had to do was put a lot of things on credit cards and wait for this paycheck to come in to be able to cover that spending. And that's what being on the float is. The good thing, we haven't been having expenses roll from one month to the other on a credit card. We have managed to cover everything that we have swiped and charged onto a credit card in that particular month. So my goal for August is whatever is charged to any of my credit cards, maybe except for my dental bill, I need to pay that back in the month of August. So let's talk about these overspending. You could see that I paid the propane bill for 151 and 30 cents, and this is because they sent me a statement and a reminder that the bill was due. So I was hoping to pay this at the end of July. It didn't work out. So I went ahead and charged it onto my credit card on the 4th, and I'm going to cover it. So let's go ahead and take this out of Ready to Assign right away. Next up is dining out for 115.40. Things has been tough as far as dining out because we have been out and about quite often. So there is breakfast and lunch on the road. Hubby works outside of the home. He is on the road constantly. And he's the one to tend to the kids when I'm on my early morning shift. So also, if this is your first time, I do work shift work. I work an early morning shift where I have to be at work at 6 o'clock. And then I work an afternoon shift where I have to be at work at 2 o'clock. Now, the days that I do go in early, he has to get the kids ready and take them to camp. I can pick them up. But when I go in at 2 o'clock, he has to pick the kids up from camp, and it's kind of tough. So, anyway, eating out, we've spent quite some money. So, I bought him and myself lunch one day. I got him breakfast this morning. I got myself breakfast, and there's carnival fun right here. So, I took the kids to a local carnival that was in our area on Saturday, and they had a lot of fun. So, because of my work schedule and because of hubby's work schedule, we haven't really been having too much fun in the summer. And yes, I am on a debt free journey, but I also need to make memories with my kids and have them enjoy their summer. So, for the most part, we have been doing free things, but the carnival was 10 minutes from our house. So we went to the carnival. They got a chance to enjoy themselves. We did get some food. My son and my daughter wanted a snow cone. I got a funnel cake, and my daughter also got popcorn. That was the only thing that we bought for food at the carnival and spent $30. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover the overspending right now, $115.40. Next is groceries and consumables. So we are overspent by $493.78. And I have mentioned this to you guys. I don't know if it was the first paycheck in the month of August that I talked about the fact that my kids are eating so much. Yes, we went shopping. Let's see. We went shopping on the 3rd at King Cullen, spent $438.23. And let me tell you, even though this is a big number, it wasn't a lot of food. And they ate through everything. Like I said, today's the 11th. It's only a week later, and the food is completely gone. So even though I'm recording now and I'm trying to cover the overspending, we are probably going to go right back and charge some things to the credit card because we need to go shopping again. So I also had to get body wash from CVS. I did buy a few different ones because I utilized the coupons 17.77, 27.15, and 37.52. I bought a few different things: body wash, shampoo and conditioner, body wash and some personal items, body wash and toothpaste for the kids. So we've done quite a few things as far as groceries and consumable. So let's go ahead and cover this out of ready to assign. All right, next is summer camp or activities. So I mentioned that I do work shift work, and hubby works weird hours because he is trying to work around my schedule and also work around the kids' schedule. Now, camp gets over at 4 o'clock. The kids go from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. 4 p.m. The latest that they can get picked up from camp is 4:30. Now, that's a little bit of a problem for us because that means hubby would have to be done working at 4:30 on the days that I'm at work from 2 to 10. That doesn't work for us. So, what he has done is we've spoken to one of the camp counselors, and he has agreed to help us out. And he also is a baseball fanatic. So, he has been teaching my son the basics of baseball, and also my daughter. So, they have been enjoying staying over for an additional hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, with one of the counselors doing baseball activities, but we have to pay for it. So on the first, we paid $180, and it's also sort of like babysitting them until hubby can pick them up. And then also on the 8th, spent $120. So it's helping us, but it's also costing us. But we can't do any better. And this is something that I'm going to have to plan for next year, for not only my camp fees for my kids to go to camp, but also what's going to be happening with them after the camp get over at 4 o'clock and they need to be picked up. So next is Carnival Fun for wristbands for $90. So you can either buy the tickets to ride the rides or you could buy a wristbands. Now they had over 10 rides at the carnival, and my kids, my little one is old enough and tall enough to ride most of the rides there. So I ended up buying two wristbands. Each of them was $45 each, you guys. Yes, $45 each. I bought two for 90, and they were able to ride all the rides and had a lot of fun. Now, this was $100 that's in ready to assign came from Hubby because when I told him that the kids wanted to go to the carnival, I asked him for cash and he gave me $100. I didn't inflow it into the summer camp and activities category. I sent it to ready to assign. So this I need to cover out of ready to assign the $390. All right, next is fuel for the car. Likewise, no money, so $93 and a penny to fill up the expedition. It was on empty. All right, braids and things. So I had to braid my little one's hair and I had to get gel for $8.84. Let's take that out of ready to assign. Now you see here the dental expense. Now the dental expense is something that's probably going to sit on my credit card and is going to float from the month of August into the month of September. Hopefully I can get it paid off before I would say the end of the year. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, but the $2,100 for my dental crown is here sitting on my credit card. Next is medical copay for $25. Let's cover that out of ready to assign. And then HP Inc. There was no money assigned to the category, so $597 needs to come out of ready to assign. So right now we're left with $499.20. Let's jump over to all because we can't touch the dental bill right now. So we're just going to leave it there. So what I really should do is throw this money into groceries because more than likely I'm going to need all that. Let's take a look at the fixed focus view first and see what needs to be done. In the home expenses, we can wait on this until the next paycheck. In my babies, we can also wait on this. I do need to send child support to my older daughter, but I'm going to wait until I get paid again on the 14th, well, the 15th. In cars, oof, for cars, I do have to pay my car insurance. This is due on the 13th. It's an automatic withdrawal, but it's going to charge to my Apple Card. Maybe what I could do is postpone this payment. I probably could postpone this payment to the 22nd because I can push the payment back 7 days and use my next paycheck to pay it, or I can float it on a credit card. We'll see. I'm not going to take any money out of this $499 to put to the insurance because this money needs to go to groceries. I think the only thing that I will have to take out of that is my Peloton subscription for $44. Oh, and Google Cloud is due on the 12th for $216. iCloud storage, Sirius XM, and Amazon Prime that can wait till the end of the month. So this 453.04, I'm gonna put 400 of this into. Let's put 400 of this into groceries and consumable because that. Let's take a look at debt first. Debt, I have paid my student loan. I've paid for a firm. My personal loan and the car loan, those are due after I get paid again. Oh, my Discover card. So remember that I'm trying to pay off Discover card before January 17th of 2026, and I need to throw $640.84 to be on track for that. But I don't have that much in this paycheck, so this will have to come out of my next paycheck. And what I found out, because my Discover card was due on the 12th, but I found out that Capital One Bank has bought out Discover and they sent me some correspondence in the mail and also my email stating that they have changed my due date. So this is no longer due on the 12th. This is now due on the 14th. So technically, I can wait until my next paycheck or until hubby sends some money over to pay the Discover. So we're going to wait. So let me go ahead and put this money into, let's put this 453.04 into the groceries and consumables. I should maybe put some money in dining out. I maybe should do that. So let's put $400 into groceries and consumables and put the $53.04 into dining out. And that takes us down to zero. So you guys, like I mentioned, this is real life. We're just trying to get through the month. We're trying to work with what we have, and this is what you guys have to do as well. So even though I was in full panic mode trying to wonder or figure out how we were going to cover things, We have covered all of the overspending, as you can see, except for the dental bill, which I have already spoken about. This may not be covered in the month of August, but everything else has been covered. And as you can see, I do have a little bit of money that I can use to go grocery shopping. So, you guys, I appreciate you for taking the time out to watch this video. How have you guys been doing in the month of August? Is it as rough for you as it is for us? I would love to know, and I do encourage you to hold on. Don't give up. Just work with what you have. Write out a plan. Before I started recording this video, I looked at what I needed to pay. I did a really rough sketch and coming in here to get it done, just so I know where every single dollar is going, is what you have to do. Just work with what you have until better comes. So thank you so much for sticking with me through this video. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye now.